Mute. Tito Jing, mute. Mute.
Okay, naka-mute tayo. Ayan. Welcome everyone to another edition of Today is Tuesday with your Tito Jing and Tito Tribs of Manila tuloy. Ako yung taga Manila Times, yun ang Manila. Pero si Tito Tribs po ay taga Malaya Business Insight. Good evening, Tribs. Tito Tribs, good
Hey,
evening.
good evening. Tito Jing from Manila Times. Raymund Tribdino po ng Malaya Business Insight. At
Yes,
dito tayo sa Today is Tuesday.
yes, dahil araw ng Martes, today is Tuesday po. Ito po isang bagong programa na binuo po namin through the production support of TechSabado. Yan po. Nakaangkla po kami sa TechSabado. So mapapanood niyo po ang Today's Tuesday sa mga channels po ng TechSabado sa aming Facebook Facebook page channel, and of course YouTube channel din po ng TechSabado. Every Tuesday po to yun, hindi Saturday. Every Tuesday po ito. And at nagsisimula din naman ng 8 p.m. So every Saturday po kasama po natin si Atty. Melvin Calimag ng Newsbytes.ph. Pero pag Martes, si Tito Tribs naman ang kasama natin. Ayan po. Maraming salamat. Ayan, no, may mga good evening sa ating mga bagong pasok na kaibigan, si Alex Fuentes, of course, and of course si Ed Guns. Nanonood po sa atin ngayon dito sa Today is Tuesday. And of course, ano po ang Today's Tuesday? Ito po isang programa where we can tackle a lot of different topics, no, outside technology, which is alam naman natin pag Sabado confined po kami sa technology topics. Pero pag Today's Tuesday po, iba-iba po ang aming mga pinag-uusapan. Pwede pong anything under the sun. So later po, maganda po ang ating topic. Napaka-importante po ng topic natin ngayong gabi. Ito po ay syempre tungkol sa mental health at meron po tayong mga advocates and of course, mga important guests na ipapasok natin later on. Pag-uusapan po natin the state of mental health, especially in the middle of the pandemic. Ongoing pa rin, no? Tito Tribs, ang pandemya. Ano ba numero natin today?
Nako, hindi ko sinisilip na Tito Jing, kasi merong nag-recommend sa akin na wag nang tignan yung mga numero dahil nakakadala ng depression. Di ba?
Yes, yun na nga.
Di ba? Pag nakikita mo yung mga numero, tapos nagkakaroon ka ng comparison sa iyong isip, kung ano nangyari. And one of my friends, a psychiatrist, told me that don't look at the numbers even if it's your job. Don't let the numbers overwhelm you. Kasi lalo na pagka trabaho mo, tutukan yung numero, tapos nakikita mo, just write it down and just let it pass. Kasi di ba pag nakita mo, for example, when it hit 10,000 a day, tapos iisipin mo 10,000 a day, di ba? So tapos iisipin mo, ngayon it gets so close na, di ba Tito Jing, mga whole families, mga kamag-anak natin, mga kapitbahay natin, dati binabasa lang natin sa balita.
Yes,
ngayon they're really so close, right?
Right? So, closer than anyone think.
Correct.
Gaya na sinabi ko, tayong dalawa mismo, no, are COVID survivors. Kaya talagang napakalapit talaga, no? Halos hindi lang sila kumatok sa ating mga bahay, kung hindi pumasok talaga sa ating mga tahanan itong pandemya na to. Yes. And mention mo nga, no, depression is another mental health problem na even naman nung before COVID-19, it is already been a problem na sa maraming tao. Pero mas lumala ito, I'm sure na mas lumala ito itong mga panahon na to because of the continuing pandemic and of course the continuing lockdown sa mga community quarantine na nangyayari sa iba't ibang lugar. May effect ito sa mga mental health ng mga tao, di ba? Kaya nga
correct.
Hindi naman sila makapunta sa sa Dolomite Beach, di ba? Para makatulong sa kanilang mental health, hanggang bahay lang sila. So baliwala din, di ba? Baliwala din yung ginastos doon sa beach na yun dahil wala rin makapunta dahil nga sa quarantine. Ayan, di ba? Okay, naisingit
Baka
natin,
pag,
ha?
ang ganda, di ba? Baka nga pag nagsiksikan pa sila sa Dolomite Beach, maging super spreader pa yung yung event na yun,
Yes.
di ba?
Oo.
Nung
Oo.
pag nagdikitan tayo lahat doon.
Oo. Anyway, sa mga natin, no, sa mga viewers natin, may mga paraan po pa kayo para suportahan ng Tech Sabado at saka ang Today is Tuesday. May mga link po kami sa aming Facebook page and Facebook channel and YouTube channel. And of course, pakiusap lang po sa mga ating mga viewers right now, maki-subscribe naman kayo sa aming YouTube channel. At the same time, i-share nyo po ang ating video sa aming Facebook Live. Para tuloy-tuloy po ang programa natin dahil napakaganda po ng mga usapan dito sa Today is Tuesday dahil ngayon nga po ay Martes. At bakit na, anong trivia natin sa Martes, Tito Tribs?
Ngayon ang trivia natin para sa Martes, so ine-explore ko yung yung origins ng word kasi nung una sinabi natin na it comes from a Norse god, 'di ba? Yung Norse god pala na yon, isang kamay lang. He is a one-handed Norse god and god of pa siya. Anong tawag dito? God of away. Hindi is not the god of war, basta malakas yung strong yung connection niya sa pag-protect.
God of arguments.
God of argument, di ba? Oy, tapos ito pa pala, Tito Jing, may konting trivia. Alam mo ba, may ISO standard. May ISO, ang weeks of the day. ISO 8601. Yan ang trivia natin. Yan ang trivia natin. Yung official ISO is that ang official ISO is that Tuesday is the third day of the week.
Yes,
pagka binatay mo sa Amerika. Di ba? Because the first day of the week is Sunday. Yeah. First day of the week is Sunday. So may ISO siya. ISO 8601 determines that Tuesday is not the second but the third day of the week. Di ba? Panalo talaga. Pinagagastusan na sabihin sa atin.
Ganun ang Martes yun. So we're just trying to make your Tuesday as bright as possible dahil alam naman natin pag Martes para napakabagal itong araw na to. So nandito po kami para bigyan kayo ng konting entertainment pag Martes. Iwanan niyo na po yung mga mag-cord cutting na po kayo. Iwanan niyo na yung mga programa sa TV. Wala naman kayo mapapanood diyan na matinu-tinu sa mga panahon na yabang.
Except maybe on Netflix.
Actually, even sa FM radio, wala na kayo mapapakinggan dahil pare-pareho lang mapapakinggan sa radio. Pero I'm sure ang kalaban natin AM radio dahil marami pa rin nakikinig ng AM radio sa Pilipinas.
That's true. Tsaka Tito Jing, maraming salamat nung binigyan mo ako nung shortwave radio. Kasi dati ang AM radio ko nanggagaling lang sa internet because layo namin sa San Pablo. Maliit lang yung aking AM radio. It's a small Japanese AM radio na kulang pa, di ba? Kulang ang channel kasi ibang channeling nila sa Japan, di ba?
Hanggang 90 megahertz lang sila sa FM.
Yes, di ba? Kulang sila. So nung binigyan mo ako ng shortwave radio, nabuhayan ako makinig ng AM uli. Kinabitan ko headphones tapos napipick up ko yung mga local stations, especially yung mga small local stations na low power na nandito lang sa Laguna. Fascinating makinig sa kanila Fascinating makinig kasi ang usapan barangay level dito sa barangay na to may nahuli na ganito, di ba? Nananawagan ako sa nawawala namin pusa. Galing, di ba?
Ako naman may iba appeal sa akin ng shortwave radio lalo na sa back in the 80s kasi I used to have a boombox. Sanyo siya, cassette siya, tapos may dalawang the two bands ng shortwave. So doon naman talagang aliw na aliw ako, especially ng 80s. Actually ang dami pang channels sa shortwave nung 80s. Nandiyan ang Voice America, nandiyan ang BBC World News. Ang dami pa mga English channel, marami. Ngayon wala naman siya ng English channels Pero nung 80s kasi marami yan, especially sa Europe, mga European countries. Remember, there was a Cold War. So talagang nagbabakbakan talagang Eastern and Western Europe when it comes to radio broadcasting. So maririnig mo lahat yan sa sa tawag sa shortwave. Alam mo ba
shortwave.
alam mo ba nung araw sumusulat pa ako sa mga ano yan, sa mga radio channels na yan sa Europe at pinapadala nila ako. Nakalimutan ko yung tawag doon eh. Postcard yun na pinapadala nila
Yes.
sa iyo
Tawag doon QSL card.
QSL card. Yes,
Yan.
mismo. Nawala ko na nga yung collection ko. Meron ako niya mga less than 10 lang naman pero still nagkaroon ako ng mga QSL card. Papadala mo para yun yung proof mo na narinig mo sila on the other end of the planet. Kumbaga ganun, di ba?
Correct.
Kunyari ako yung kunyari sabihin nila, uy, galing sa Philippines, may nakikinig sa Philippines. Tapos parang Radio Bulgaria. Papadala kanila kahit hindi kayo magkakaintindihan. Papadala kanila kasi yun yung proof. Uy, narinig tayo doon sa Asia, ganun. Meron ako niyan, mga actually may mga Eastern European channels ako nung time ng Cold War. At the same time, meron din mga Western channel. Meron akong BBC. Sayang nga nung nawala ako sila. I should have kept them and I'm sure it's collectible ngayon. Or kung hindi man siya collectible, talagang nostalgic ang dating yun kasi 80s pa yun.
Yes.
Imagine, yun, snail mail yun, snail mail.
Oo. Tsaka biro mo nung panahon na yon, Tito Jing. Siguro si Winthrop, kung nakikinig siya ngayon, maiintindihan niyo yun. Shortwave depends on yung tinatawag nilang skips. Kaya hindi mo maririnig yung same station throughout the year.
Yes.
Kasi yung stratosphere at ionosphere nag-change.
Diba? So usually the maximum yata is 3 hours or 2. Ganun, after niyan wala na sila.
Correct.
Lilipat ka na naman ng panibagong channel. Pero because of the internet, nandun na rin sa internet kasi at saka syempre magastos kasi mag-maintain na isang shortwave channel. So marami dahil available na rin online. So marami na rin mga marami na rin mga channels na nagbawas na talaga. Like yung yung only recently yung Australian shortwave nag-cease talaga sila broadcasting.
Yes.
Tapos yung BBC bihirang-bihira na lang. Meron pa rin BBC pero bihira na lang sila. Unfortunate kasi ito yung mas napansin ko sa shortwave ngayon it's quite unfortunate na nawala na yung mga English channels kasi it is now dominated by the CRI channels, the China Radio International channels. So karamihan po ngayon ng marinig nyo sa shortwave is broadcasting from Beijing. Ang matindi rito, they're not Chinese. They're in different languages. English, Korean, Thai, even yung Vanuatu. Even Vanuatu, tsaka yung minsan Afrikaners. They're broadcasting from from Beijing through China Radio International. Karamihan po kundi 90%, 80% ng China. Tapos ito matindi, syempre alam naman natin, gaya may nag-comment na sabi niya sa akin Chinese propaganda. Yes, it is of course Chinese propaganda. Pero ito maganda. Dahil panay Chinese broadcast from CRI ang nagbo-broadcast ngayon sa shortwave. Alam mo sino kumakalaban sa kanila?
Sino?
Hindi US, hindi the European, Taiwan. Taiwan naman ang next. True. Taiwan naman ang next na pinakamaraming shortwave broadcast, especially for Asia, kasi they're trying their best to fight it off on air, ang Taiwan saka China pagdating po sa shortwave. Sayang nga wala naman siya ng English channel. Isa pa yung masayang pinapakinggan ko ngayon sa kahit hindi ko naiintindihan is NHK. Alam mo pag Sunday, pag Saturday nakikinig ko NHA, Japanese baseball, pag Sunday naman sumo wrestling. Pero kahit hindi ko naiintindihan, alam ko yun ang nangyayari. Sumo, pag Sunday, tapos Saturday, baseball.
Tsaka naman yan, very visible naman yan because we're children of that era, the children of the 80s, kung iisipin mo, Tito Jing, shortwave could have been the world's first internet. Kasi imagine mo yung QSL card na ginagawa mo. Ginagawa ko din yan Yung QSL card na ginagawa mo. Nakikinig ka, pipick upin mo, gagawa ka ng susulat ka, 2-3 weeks, 3 months, maybe later, makakatanggap ka ng QSL card galing sa
ang tagal.
yung excitement, di ba? Grabe
Oo.
yung excitement ng pagkuha mo noon, di ba?
Hindi mo akalain no.
Tapos,
Inisip mo nga inisip mo nga na parang hindi yata natanggap kasi tagal na
oo,
eh.
oo.
Ang
Correct.
tagal na
Tapos
nung ano.
maya-maya, matatanggap mo, di ba?
Oh, yes.
Matatanggap
After
mo.
of 3-6 months kasi snail mail nga eh. Talagang
Correct.
via
Tapos,
poster. Tapos syempre dadaan pa ng ano yun no, Eastern Europe kasi 'di ba communist countries yung mga yun eh, no time na yun. Ano
tapos
kaya to?
maganda yung, maganda yung mention mo tungkol sa CRI. Kasi yung
Oo.
CRI, tsaka yung bakbakan nila ng Taiwan, yung mga shortwave radio frequencies, na basically white space, di ba?
Oh,
Kasi
yes.
nagkaroon ng international treaty on the distribution of frequencies, di ba? Tapos nung pinabayaan na, so literally white space.
Mm-mm.
Some of the shortwave radio stations were picked up by amateurs. And what they do is they pick up a broadcast, for example, from BBC, tapos nire-re-air nila dun sa shortwave, ano na yon, dun sa shortwave frequency na yon. Hindi ko alam kung anong legality nun, pero parang wala nang pumapansin eh.
Oo,
Diba?
nung
Dun
araw
sa
wala
mga
na masyadong
frequencies na yun.
ang nagpapansinan lang naman yung pag nagsasapawan na sila ng frequency channels.
Pag nagsasapawan na.
Anyway, meron tayong ano no, meron kang recommended website of the week pero before natin
Okay.
ibigay yung recommended website of week, batiin lang natin yung mga nasa ating Facebook channel no. Of course, si Cabo ng Weteng no, present from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Hello Tribs and Jing. 2 digits na lang cases sa Saudi. Kahapon 59 cases na lang open ng mga sinihan at
Wow.
parke. Wow, 2 digits na lang.
Ang saya naman.
Sa Saudi kahapon 59 cases open na ang mga sinihan at parke sa Saudi. Ganun po yun sa Saudi.
Talo ka sa amin, 5 digits kami.
Oh, yan ang maganda eh. Yan ang maganda pag may interaction tayo with our viewers, especially from outside the Philippines. Nagkakaroon tayo ng perspective kung ano talaga nangyayari. Hindi fake news eh. Hindi ano eh no. Wala namang ano no. Wala naman sila mapapala kung nag-imbento lang sila ng mga comment. Pero I mean, yun yung maganda sa interactive natin sa online. Namabaltaan natin kung ano talaga nangyayari din outside the country. Okay, Alex Fuentes, good evening po sa today's Tuesday at kay Boss Jing at Tito Tribs. Happy Tuesday po sa inyong dalawa. Be safe watching here. Of course, from the City of Smile, Bacolod. Yan, okay.
Yeah.
Oy, siyempre, yung kamag-anak, Tribdino Watts. Hello, good evening, good evening, Chi. Of course, si Mel Dominguez. And of course, Michael Lance, ang ating weekly follower din dito. Magandang gabi dito, Tito Jing and Tito Tribs. Okay, Tribs, what's your recommended website para hindi magkaroon ng false information ng mga tao coming from the internet?
Tama-tama yung segue mo kanina tungkol dun sa false information na yan, di ba? Kasi my recommended website now is scientificamerican.com. Hindi ko nila yung aking magazine.
Di ba nosebleed masyado naman yan?
Para hindi. First time ko na-encounter yan was 1979. Biro mo gaano ako kabata nun. 1979 yung una kong copy ng Scientific American. Nung binasa ko, they write it in such a way that they make research important and exciting.
Okay.
Yun yung point, di ba? Tapos ngayon, as Scientific American grew, mula lang sa scientific findings, bumulusok sila to mental health, environment, technology. Tapos in 1962, before the launch of before Apollo, before the moon mission, they were already talking about space and physics intensely. Tapos ngayon, pag nagbasa ka ng Scientific American, kasama na ang mga bagay tulad ng social justice. Is there anything scientific about social justice? Yes, there is. Grabe, napatunayan ng Scientific American na pag gumamit ka ng data at binulusok mo yung data na yon, kahit anong kasinungalingan pagdating sa usaping social justice, nalalabanan mo, di ba? Yan, so it's and Scientific American now reaches about 10 million people. Yun yung audience nila, kasama ako doon. Ang issue ko lang talaga is that you still need to subscribe to get the latest, but if you go to their website, it's still full of information na medyo hindi breaking, pero ang dami mo pa ring mapupulot. Tapos they move from a magazine format, a printed format, news stories, marami silang video, multimedia, meron na rin silang podcast. Tapos syempre meron
Okay.
silang magazine, di ba?
Sino-sino ang mga sumusulat diyan? Usually contribution 'yan from the academe, from
Yes,
yung
yes.
ganon, 'di ba?
Oo.
And
Ang content niyan usually they have a staff, pero
mm,
ang content niyan is usually contributions. And yung mga
contributions,
contributions na yon, may mga permanent contributors na
mm.
ang Scientific America.
So ito yung mga ito yung mga articles na wala na, yun na yun. Hindi na opinion 'yan. Ito na mismo the factual ito yung mga the facts that you need to believe. Kumbaga,
Correct.
hindi to disinformation or yung mga dito or misinformation na they will sell you snake oil or something, di ba? Wala na.
May,
Actually, I've been hearing Scientific American since the internet started, and yun na nga parang para sa akin baka nga like I mentioned kanina, medyo parang nosebleed kasi nga medyo high level yung
oh,
academics stature nung dating nung Scientific American. Pero yun na nga
correct.
pag may nakikita nga akong kunyari an article from a third party, usually kunyari especially from medical or anything science, Scientific American is always quoted, di ba?
Yes, it is
Yes,
always quoted.
and also even in Wikipedia, it's always being referenced as a legit
Correct.
source of
Correct.
information, di ba? So,
Yes.
ano ulit yung
Oo.
URL niyan Scientific American?
Simple lang, it's Scientific American, one word,
Mm.
scientificamerican.com. One word po yung Scientific America, parang Manila Bay, Dolomite Beach, one word. Kulang
Oh.
na lang po ng hashtag.
Kulang na hashtag. Taga-naisigit mo pa yung Dolomite Beach na yun.
Kasi mental health tayo. Tito
Oo.
Jing, teka muna. Scientific American has an opinion page, but when you read their opinions, for example, opinions ng paborito ko si John Horgan, at saka yung meron kasi silang motoring dyan si Steven Shaladover.
Okay.
So ngayon, yung article niya tungkol sa electric cars, opinion, pero punong-puno ng facts na
Yes.
magle-lay out siya ng isang scenario na this is going to go this way and this is going to go this way, 'di ba?
Oh, so these are highly rated opinions that can be
Yes,
referenced, no? Oh.
correct. That can be referenced, 'di ba? And the authors don't own it. They never said they yun yung maganda sa Scientific America, they always owe it to data and to facts.
Yes.
'Di ba?
So,
Hindi sinabi ko kasi, 'di ba? Sinabi ko na dapat ang spelling niyan ganyan, 'di ba?
okay.
Hindi nila sinasabi 'yon.
Thank
Ikaw
you.
naman, Tito Jing,
Oh,
ano ang ating YouTube channel for
yes.
today?
Mamaya po ipopost natin yung link ng Scientific American para po
Ah,
alam nyo kung saan pupunta yan pagdating po sa outside Facebook, kasi nagiging para po para lumabas naman kayo ng Facebook, and there is another world called the internet. Okay, sa akin naman ang aking recommended YouTube channel, hindi po particular channel, pero since we are going to talk about mental health later on, no, unahan ko na kasi may mga sometimes kasi napaka-stressful na ang buhay ng tao, even work from home, kahit nasa bahay ka lang, nakaka-stress. Ano
true.
pa ba, yung even this pandemic itself is very stressful to a lot of people. Tapos yung sabi ko nga sa work from home, no, hindi po ganun kadali, at saka yung online learning hindi rin po ganun kadali sa maraming tao. Unang-una, may mga tao na siguro kulang sila sa gadget, kulang sila sa budget to have an very good internet connection, or baka naman wala talaga silang internet connection, no, or yun na nga, mahina or something. Tapos ang matindi pa rito, dahil hindi naman sila makakuha ng especially sa kunyari dahil nga puro computers, puro devices, tapos kailangan nila mag-connect, kailangan nilang gamitin ito almost every day. Tapos pag nagka-problema, sila na mismo yung tech support. 'Di ba? Hindi ba 'di ba ang IT support mismo sila na rin. These are stressful, kahit sabihin mong madali sa ibang tao, pero for most people madali to. So marami naman ang ginagawa to level off that stress. para medyo mabawas-bawasan, mawala man lang for a few few seconds. Maraming tao naman are into entertainment, are going to
Yes.
entertainment online. Siyempre, marami nanonood ng TikTok, nagpapakasaya, yung mga ganun, o gumagawa ng TikTok, ano, di ba? Yun naman stress reliever nila yan eh. Pero sa ibang tao, naghahanap talaga ng something soothing, something relaxing, di ba?
Correct.
So, para talagang mabawasan ang kanilang stress sa buhay. So, para sa mga YouTube channel, this is not a particular channel, but a particular subject po sa YouTube. Ito po, makikita nyo kunyari, gusto nyo po mag-relax, gusto nyo po mag-meditate. Napakarami pong relaxing music channel sa YouTube. Baka hindi po alam ng mga ibang tao, mga baguhan lang diyan. Meron po diyan yung channel na minsan 6 na oras. It's just all meditation and relaxing music. Marami po dyan. Just type in meditation or relaxing music po sa YouTube at maglalabasan po lahat yan. Yan po, may mga claim pa yan na it will trigger alpha waves. Hindi ko alam kung totoo yung mangyayari yon, pero the fact na it will help you relax, it will help you soothe, even for just a moment, or even help you sleep. Yan, pampatulog, yung mga nahihirapan pumatulog, nagkakaroon insomnia, marami pong mga actually iba diyan, may mga visual pa, no? May mga visual pang sinasama na pang meditate, yung mga alam mo naman, yung space, pinapakita atmospheric, mga sound. Atmospheric yung mga sound, so, napaka-solemn, talagang pang meditate lang. Yun po, minsan tuloy-tuloy yan, minsan 6 na oras, o kaya 8 oras, tuloy-tuloy lang yan. Kung may data kayo or naman kayo, unlimited data naman kayo, pwede nyo patugtugin yan the whole night. Yan nga. Yan ang maganda ngayon sa sa YouTube, kasi hindi mo na mabibili yan sa store. Hindi mo lalabas para bumili ng meditation or relaxing music. Dati nabibili mo pa yan sa mga CDs, yung mga gano'n. Pero ngayon, you can just get it on YouTube. So it's not a particular channel, but a particular topic or subject na you can actually find and help you relieve that stress kahit man lang momentarily sa inyong buhay. Dahil meron pong mga mga channels sa YouTube. Siyempre, kasama na rin dyan ang mga, kung gusto nyo, sama nyo na rin may mga morning prayers, meron pong mga ang tawag doon, yung mga biblical phrases na ginano sa inyo, na binibigkas sa inyo. Para, kung nakakatulong po yan, marami po yan sa YouTube. Depende siyempre kung ano talagang pinaniniwalaan ninyo. Marami po yan ma-available po sa YouTube. Huwag na kayo nanonood ng mga politika, mga ganyan, may inis lang kayo, mga fake news, yung mga bakbakan ng chismisa. Pero kung nag-enjoy naman kayo sa ganun, okay lang. Pero kung gusto niyo talaga something totally different, something that is quiet. Napakaingay na kasi ng mundo ngayon eh, di ba? Especially now, alam naman natin, malapit yung politika, palapit ang eleksyon, paingay ng paingay yan. So, yun na nga. Ibang tao naghahanap ng something to be peaceful, di ba?
Yes.
And, di ba?
Yes.
Ayun.
Not only to relax, Tito Jing, not only to relax, but to bring peace. That's the term. To bring peace.
Usually naman lahat ng tao yun ang hinahanap eh. Peace. Peace of mind. Yan. And speaking of peace of mind, and dahil pwede na tayong sumwegway sa ating topic for our topic for tonight, which is actually mental health. We have we have 2 guests, in fact, kasama natin ngayon sa Today is Tuesday para pag-usapan ito. Dahil alam naman natin, gaya na sinabi ko ng intro natin sa programa natin, na ang mental health is something na hindi na pag-uusapan, Tito Tribs eh. Nahihiya yung mga tao minsan.
Nahihiya. Oo,
yes.
nahihiya.
So, even before pandemic, issue na ito eh, di ba? And ito pa yung matindi. Ang nabalitaan ko noon, sa buong Pilipinas, there's at least less than 50 or less than 100 certified psychiatrists. Ewan ko kung totoo to, pero parang ganun yung ko narinig ko na taking care of what? Over 100 million people, di ba? Kaya mental health has always become an issue kasi yung mga tao, maraming tao hindi ito naiintindihan. Basta kunyari may konting ano lang, no, konting konting problema lang siguro pag nadidepress, sasabihin ng mga tao, okay lang yan, malungkot ka lang. Akala nila malungkot lang yung tao, di ba? May mga ganun eh. O yung iba naman, pag nagpunta sa psychiatrist or naghanap ng ano no ng doktor for their mental problem, isipin agad ng mga tao sila ulo ka. Di ba?
Oh, yeah.
So kaya marami nahihiya pag-usapan 'tong topic nito. So this is about this is the right time to talk about it kasi especially now na may pandemic. Mga tao sobrang stress out sila dahil isa sa pinaka aside from the disease mismo, isa sa pinaka uncertain na binigay sa atin itong pandemic na to, yung napaka-bleak ng future. Parang hindi mo alam kung saan matatapos, di ba? So maraming tao concerned and it's affecting their mental health. Na I'm sure hindi kaya ng Dolomite i-cure, di ba?
Oh.
So ito pag-usapan natin ngayong gabi. And we have two guests nga as I mentioned. One is from Smart Communications. Siya yung Assistant Vice President and Head of Government Relations for Corporate Communications. Kaibigan ko to si Wo Rosete. Wo, good evening.
Good evening, Tito Jing.
Wow, Wo. Oh, wow.
Tito Tribs, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Ang tagal natin hindi nagkita, Wo.
Oo nga hindi na tayo nakakainom sa bahay niyo
Yes, tagal na natin yan yung pang natin sa mental health natin nung araw.
Correct, Inihaw na Liempo, tsaka Jack Daniels.
Okay. Before anything else, pakilala naman natin yung isa nating kakausapin about our topic. Walang iba kundi si Miss Joy Ortega, parent and mental health advocate. Good evening, Joy.
Hi, joyful evening, Jing and Raymund. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ren, for being with us tonight. Yes. Yes. Alam naman natin si Miss Joy ay showbiz na showbiz.
Naalala niyo pa?
Of course.
We are mentally healthy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yan ang appeal. Yan ang magandang appeal ngayon for people to be aware, magkaroon ng awareness. Yan ang appeal pag medyo showbiz yung dating ng tao. Magkakaroon sila ng, kumbaga makaka-relate sila dahil nga alam nila na mukhang sikat yung tao. Nakakausap nila. Okay, alam na nila yan. Anyway, umpisahan muna natin. Umpisahan natin yung ating usapan about ito, what is better today? Kasi I think that's your advocacy, no, Joy?
Yes, it's a partnership with Sir Wo.
Oh, okay. Can you just explain to us first bago natin pag-usapan yung the whole mental health problem na naranasan natin ngayon?
Can I take this, Ma'am Joy?
Sige. Sorry.
Of course, sir. Of course.
Yeah, Ma'am Joy, good evening. Nice to see you again. Parang kanina lang tayo magkasama virtually.
Yes.
Sige, Wo.
Yeah, again, good evening. Good evening sa mga nakikinig at sa mga nanonood, no? So Better Today essentially is PLDT Smart's platform, call it if you will, a platform for engaging our stakeholders, meaning to say yung customers namin, and of course the communities where we do business, communities kung saan kami may maraming facilities, and of course damay din dito mga empleyado namin, So broadly speaking, Better Today is about being better on the internet, creating a safer, gentler internet, walang fake news, walang trolling, yung ganon. And then as we tackle the internet safety, the very broad topic of internet safety, na-realize namin that we needed to join the conversation of mental health. All right? Kasi nga, like you said, Tito Jing, Tito Tribs, this whole working from home thing and this studying from home thing, may tama sa atin lahat, Tapos, like you guys, na-COVID din ako. And I was quite surprised na may mental health after effects, yung ganon. So yeah, so it's both on a personal, professional level, So again, broadly speaking, Better Today is about internet safety, and specifically, meron tayong issue, on mental health, But lastly, allow me to point out, even before the pandemic, may mga mental health programs na ang PLDT and Smart for our employees. Yun lang po, sirs. Thank you. Ma'am Joy, gusto mong dagdagan?
Yes, that's why we are very lucky naman na nag-reach out po ang PLDT Smart sa La Union. And because I'm from La Union, my whole family is from La Union. And
Okay.
I've been doing mental health talks online for students for schools here in La Union. But nung nalaman ko that PLDT Smart was also reaching out for mental health programs, ako sabi ko perfect ito, perfect. So napakagandang partnership ang nangyari po sa amin. And we centered on the youth, the teens, because sila talaga ang maraming pinagdadaanan ngayon. And today was our launching this morning. It was Kamusta ka LU? As in for La Union, Better Today Conversations. And it was very successful. And Sir Wo, thank you so much for that. Sabi ko nga saving lives one day at a time. So
that's really good to hear. That's really good to hear. Pero na-mention mo nga the youth. Ano meron ngayon? Bakit mas parang feeling mas vulnerable sila, especially mga panahon ngayon?
Mga problema nila, sir. Top 3 problems. Love and relationship, online bullying, and academic stress.
Yeah.
Yes. Lalo na nung
Yeah,
yes,
sige,
sir,
Ma'am Joy, go ahead. No, ladies first.
I was just gonna add, lalo na nung mag-pandemic, lahat nagulantang Parang online classes, hindi kami ready dito. Wala kaming wifi, wala kaming gadget, di namin afford. A lot of students are from the upland. Wala silang alam. Tapos all of a sudden, the parents, I'm a parent, bigla na lang, naging teacher kami sa mga anak namin. Wow, it was all a shock to us. So, lalo na pag wala silang wifi, they cannot submit their homeworks on time. Tapos, pag-submit nila, sasabihin ng teacher, we can't accept it anymore. Ako, Sir Jing at Sir Raymund, alam nyo ba, nagpapakamatay ang mga estudyante.
No kidding.
No kidding. We have cases here in La Union na gano'n, nagbigti ang mga estudyante, nag-drown. Tapos teachers who are also going through so much because of the modules, hindi rin kinakaya, sir. Hindi rin kinakaya at walang suporta. So, doon kami pumasok ni Sir Wo. Yun.
Wow,
Sir Wo,
wow.
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well,
we'd like to target namin specifically in Gen Zs in particular, no? Kasi I'm sure alam mo to, Tito Jing, Tito Tribs, no? Gen Zs in particular, ito yung generation na na totally connected 24/7.
Yes.
Diba? Hindi ka tulad natin, if you wanted the new album from The Clash, pupunta tayong Green Hills. Diba? Diba? Bibili ka ng physical CD or album. But sila Gen Z, diba? They connected 24/7. The moment they wake up, kuha ng phone, nandun na. Diba? Nandun lahat ng kultura, media, balita. Diba? So, there. So, we need to take care of these guys. No?
Okay.
Yun.
Yes, sir. When I was doing my research for my my paper, I was taking master's in public management, and my thesis was about mental health. The number one problem and the cause of suicide, believe it or not, sir, social media.
Yes,
Here.
I believe that.
Okay.
So nakakashock
That's
po.
Ma'am Joy, that's a Philippine phenomena or
Exactly.
is it a global Philippine phenomena? Okay.
More Philippines, sir, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's international. But definitely sa Philippines. Kasi number 1 Facebook user sa ata ang Pilipinas.
Yes, isa sa
My
malaki
gosh.
nga tayo.
Yun nga.
So yun.
That is why isa sa mga sinasabi namin ni Ma'am Joy, no? Gamitin yung internet sa tama.
Yes.
No? Yun nga kanina, yung kumusta ka LU namin, no? Very basic yung mga sinashare na things like learning a new skill. Things like that, 'di ba? Go on virtual tours, no? Punta ka sa ibang bansa using YouTube, 'di ba? And you guys were discussing it earlier, no? 'Di ba? Stay away from negative content. There's a ton of positive content.
That's true.
Sa internet,
YouTube,
no?
yes.
'Di ba? Shared nga sa chatroom natin lately, ang kinagigiliwan ko yung 70s jazz from Japan. Diba?
Yes.
Tapos
yun na
yung
nga.
video, may ikot, yung plaka. Diba? So, yan. Yun.
Kasi yun na nga, napansin ko, because of social media, nag-create ng bubble tapos yung bubble na yun, they just stay there.
Yes.
Kahit na napaka-negative na nung bubble, napaka-toxic na, they still hang out in that bubble until nga pag ito nag-burst, iba yung effect sa mga tao, especially pag yung the younger minds na hindi naman capable of handling tough realities right now. Yun ang
Yes. Yes.
Diba?
Then most of the time they're isolated. They're just inside their rooms and in
Yes,
their
oo.
houses, 'di ba?
Sapayan.
Dati yung time natin, Sir Wo, 'di ba? Nasa labas tayo.
Yeah,
We get
diba?
enough sun. We get enough sun, tapos naglalaro tayong patintero, taguan, lahat na ng klaseng laro sa kalye.
Yeah.
And we
Diba?
enjoy that with our friends. So, yun nga, ngayon talagang nasa loob lang ng kwarto. So doon ho nagkakaproblema. Lalo na when there's pressure from their friends, they have all the nice things in life. So may inggitan, may pressure. So tapos nakikita mo yung ex-boyfriend mo, yung ex-girlfriend mo, may iba ng kasama. Nako, talagang, di ba, ginaganon yung puso mo talaga.
Talaga yung
And
hugot,
I don't
iba
know.
Iba yung
Gusto
hugot.
natin yung pain It's addicting siguro. The pain that causes us, parang sometimes gustong-gusto nila. I don't know, sir.
At saka pinaka-dilemma rin dito, especially for the young ones, they keep it to themselves. Ganun din naman mga tatanda di ba? Pero yung mga tatanda, may ibang coping compared sa mga bata na halos walang option. Yun na nga, yung option nga nila is suicide, which is ngayon ko lang narinig, and it's terrible. Terrible yung narinig kong yun Tribs, may sasabihin ka?
Sabihin ko lang yung coping mechanism kasi yung coping mechanism napaka-difficult, nakaka-witness ka nung mga actions na yung kinikwento ni Ma'am Joy kanina yung yung paano mag-cope up yung mga estudyante, di ba? Paano magko-cope up yung mga magulang. Actually, parang yung intertwine o yung web niyan kasama talaga yung pamilya kasi parents are forced to become school teachers and then students are forced to learn in this different environment na ang nakikita mo lang mga maliliit na blocks ng muka dun sa screen mo, di ba? So, little one by one IDs, di ba? Little 2 by 2s.
Especially for the younger
talaga.
ones. Yes, sir. Especially for the younger ones, sir. They need socialization kailangan
Correct.
silang maakap, kailangan silang mahawakan, 'di ba?
Correct.
Parang and then yung mata nila, I have an 8-year-old, so the whole time is nakaganon sa screen. Nako, nagsisquint na ngayon, sir. Parang may grado na ata ang mata.
Yep.
Kasi walang choice. The whole day nandoon sa computer. And then, sir, going back to the kids nga, they don't know what to do. It's because they don't know where to get help. That is key kasi. So,
Correct.
kailangan, that's why Sir Roy and I, we're working together. Kasi parang, iintayin pa ba natin ang gobyerno na magbigay ng budget sa atin at magbigay ng grant plan? Wala nga ho, sir. So,
correct.
They have other things. They're doing other things.
Exactly. They're busy with the pandemic, with the vaccines. Nakalimutan ang mental health. But hindi nila na-realize the next surge is mental health.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Correct.
be
Definitely.
an epidemic within a pandemic. So, pag hindi natin i-address nito, and we don't
even,
take... Yes.
Even
we
after
have
the
to take
pandemic,
initiative.
Even
Yes,
after
yes,
the
yes.
pandemic, this will be a continuing problem. This has been a problem na nga, sabi ko nga kanina, this has been a problem even before the pandemic, and it got worse now. Then, pagdating na nga, hindi pa tayo nakagraduate anywhere, tuloy-tuloy na. Para yung tsunami. Dahil yun, sabi ko nga rin kanina, na napaka-konti ng mga psychiatrists sa Pilipinas. Taking care of what?
That's true. Totoo yan, Jing.
Taking care of what? Sabi ko nga, parang hindi ko alam, narinig ko lang 50 or less than 100 certified psychiatrists in the country taking care of more than 100 million people? O sabi natin 60 million people, yung mga may edad na. Pero still, wow, that's overwhelming para sa isang tao to take care of people.
True. Pero ito nga, Jing, no? Ito, Jing, na-find out din namin ni Ma'am Joy, no? Hindi lahat ng cases kailangan maging clinical. There is such a thing as, di ba, mental health wellness, no? Parang ano nga yan pupunta ka sa gym, kumakain ka ng tama, di ba? Para okay ka physically. There are certain things that you can do for your mental health as well. So, maganda yung sinabi mo earlier, Tito Jing, yung stigma na, tingin sa'yo, si Raulo ka, when in fact, you're not. Di ba? There are certain things na pwede mong gawin at sa mga kaibigan mo, maaari kang tulungan. Mga kapitbahay mo, maaari kang tulungan. Di ba, Ma'am Joy? Your family can help you. Sige, Ma'am Joy, go ahead. Di ba?
No. Sir, tama ko kayo. That's why yung program namin ni Sir Wo sa Better Today, we want it to be community-based. So, we want a holistic approach. We don't believe in medicines.
Yes.
Kaya nga kailangan namin ng mental health first aid. Kung may first aid,
There
pag
you go.
na-aksidente ka, why not a mental health first aid? Kasi ang
Correct.
common problems ng youth ngayon, depression and anxiety. So,
Yep.
yung dalawang yun pa lang, maa-address na yun sa community Because these people just want to vent and they just want to be heard.
Yes.
So, pag wala silang kausap, lahat natatago, biglang one day puputok na lang
Puputok
ng
yan,
todo.
oo.
Diba? It's nasa-suppress kasi.
Tama.
So that's what we're trying to do
Correct.
with Better
Okay.
Today PH. Kasi
Maganda
nga,
rin.
Okay. Ang ganda. Tito Jing, sorry. Ang ganda ng
Okay.
sinabi ni Ma'am Joy yung tungkol sa hindi sila naniniwala sa gamot. Kasi sa totoo
Yes,
lang, yung mga
alright.
sakit na ganyan, hindi lang yan nasasagot ng gamot. This is just a reference to a friend who is abroad. Yung child niya ganyan, fell into depression. Ang sagot kagad is
Prescription drugs.
Prozac or some drug, di ba?
Zoloft.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Zoloft, di ba?
Mm.
So, as it progressed, nakikita ko yung bata, it started at around 13. And now at 21, parang hindi nag-progress. He was left at 13 because of the
Napako.
dependency to,
Oo.
ano, di ba? Hindi siya naka-cope up because of the dependency to, and then there's scientific evidence to prove that it happens that your brain, not as an addiction but with the dependence to drugs, will stagnate. Tapos hindi ka talaga mag-move
Yes.
forward. You will just stay in
Yes.
that state until you release
Yes.
yourself from it. Diba?
With all due respect din naman kasi sa mga psychiatrists, minsan kasi nagiging quick fix para sa kanila yan And it doesn't have to be that way kasi unang-una napakamahal ng mga drugs na yan. Sa totoo lang, no, yung mga prescription drugs. And hindi nga tama si Wo, no, hindi lahat clinical. So hindi kailangan ng prescription drugs for a lot of these things, no. Pwede tama si Miss Joy, community, makapag-open up lang sa mga tao to be socially interactive again. Yan lang isa sa mga magandang solusyon.
Yun nga.
yes.
Di ba, Ma'am Joy, si Dr. Tan ng NCMH, yun ang sinasabi niya exactly. This is coming from a medical doctor, no? No, like 80% ng sinabi niya is eat right, live a healthy life, no? Yung ganun, spend time outdoors, no? So, kumbaga, last option mo hangga't pwede yung yung clinical perspective, no? Yung ganun.
Yes.
So, di ba, Ma'am Joy? There's a lot of
Yes,
things.
kaya nga perfect yung partnership natin, sir. Kasi 'di ba, kailangan talaga ng service users. Tatlong klaseng connection. Human connection, nature connection. They have to commune with nature. They have to be
Yes.
out. They cannot be behind bars. Kailangan nilang maglakad at 'di ba, ibang klase yung nature connection Tapos
Na
the third
marami
is
sa La Union.
Exactly.
Oo.
We have the ridge to reef kami. We have the ocean and the rainforest. So we're lucky to have that. So we have to take advantage of that. And the third connection is technological connection, sir. So 'di ba? Dito po talaga perfect kayo dito Kasi yun nga yung tatlong connection talagang dapat gawin. And to Sir Jing, yung kaninang sinabi nyo, bakit kulang ng health professionals talaga?
Yes.
Kasi naman sir, napakababa ng salary nila. Ano ba namang klaseng incentive ang meron sila? Diba?
Oo nga.
Nakita ko yung mga salary grade ng guidance counselor, naloka ako. Parang all that effort and energy that you put on a person, diba parang ganun lang yung salary mo. So it's not very attractive for them. So then it's not lucrative. So mababa talaga. Kasi yung budget ng mental health is 5 pesos per Filipino citizen, believe it or not.
Wow.
5 pesos per Filipino
5 pesos.
citizen.
5.86 to be exact.
Wow.
So sir, paano na yon?
Yes.
This is kaya ako namulat dito sa mental health because one day during the pandemic, I told myself, my gosh, if I'm going through something and I can afford to pay for a doctor, paano na lang yung mga marginalized communities na cannot afford to pay for a doctor? Yung PhilHealth does not cover outpatient. Inpatient lang ang kino-cover nila. So lahat ng mental health issues, problems is outpatient. So ano na yun? Tapos the budget pa goes to the maintenance of mental health hospitals and to the salary of the employees. that has to change. That has to
Yes.
change.
Yes.
And how does that change? Number one, unanimous findings namin is leadership. The leaders should have the political will
Yes.
to make mental health the priority. Otherwise,
Correct.
wala.
Yes. They have to acknowledge na meron kasi nga ito na meron problema kasi ito nga tanong ni Michael Angelo Manalo. Sabi niya, is there a mental health crisis in the Philippines in general? Can you comment on that? Yun ang tanong niya lang ng ating audience.
Is there a mental health crisis, sir?
Crisis in the Philippines right now in general.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
Okay.
everywhere. Sir, nobody is spared. No, kahit anong gender mo, age mo, even I was going through something because of this online classes. Everybody. It's just different levels and people are fighting different battles. But there is a crisis. And if not addressed by the proper leaders, I'm telling you, everybody will be unproductive. Hindi tayo happy, puro tayo stress, at malungkot ang Pilipinas.
Ito mukhang nawala yung stress si Cabo ng Weteng. Ang ganda mo raw, Miss Joy.
Ay,
Nawala stress.
Panalo yan. Wala siyang mental health issue. Tito
Bigyan ng
Jing,
jacket
Tito
yan.
Jing. Bigyan ng jacket. Tito Jing, sagutin ko.
Saudi yan si Cabo.
namula tuloy ako. Namula. Blush.
No mental health si Cabo ni Weteng.
Oo
Tito
nga eh.
Jing, sagutin ko yung
Sige.
sagutin ko yung tanong nyo tungkol dun sa do we have a mental health crisis? So this is factual. There is one mental health worker for every 100,000 Filipinos. Because I do a lot of the health research for the newspaper. So there's one health worker for 100,000 Filipinos. Tapos nung October 2020 nagkaroon ng parang supposed meeting ang World Health Organization on Mental and Behavioral Disorders. At sinabi nila 14% ng buong mundo merong global burden ng mental health. Nung early part ng 2020, 3.6 Filipino people suffer from one kind of or another of a mental, neurological, mental health issue. So those are the facts. So the question is there a crisis? I think these numbers prove that there is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right? These numbers prove that there is.
And again, di ba, ulitin natin para for the benefit of our watchers and listeners. This does not automatically mean lunacy or insanity.
Oh,
di ba?
yes. Oh.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yes.
From a physical perspective, no, kung ihahunting halintulad natin, no, maaring medyo mayroong beginnings ka na ng high blood, diabetes, no? So pero sa konteksto ng mental health, no? Again, hindi ito ibig sabihin naloloko ka na. No?
Oo.
Yung ganon. So isa pa, no, yung mental health ng Tito Tribs, yung mental health ng ating mga medical frontliners.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Diba?
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
'Di ba?
Correct.
What about them? No?
What about them?
Yung teachers natin.
Yep.
Sabi nga ni Ma'am Joy.
Yes.
Pero tanong ko lang kasi 'di ba meron din kayong mental health advocacy within the PLDT group. Can you just share us kung ano yung nangyayari at ano yung mga una niyo napapansin sa mga empleyado niyo lalo na ngayon na may work from home? Ano yung mga reklamo nila about things right now?
Actually, hindi ako privy doon sa mga reklamo no.
Oh, okay.
All right. Kasi pero it's more yun nga, we're giving our employees the opportunity to maski pa paano connect with one another, no? And to the credit of our HR group, no? Kailan ba yun? Last week ba or this week, meron kaming online cooking show. No?
Okay.
We invited the professional chef, no? Tsaka hindi lang yung hot, 'di ba? In advance nakaplano. Ang lulutuin sa Biyernes, garlic pork chops. So bili ka ng X amount of pork chops, X amount of garlic, and then you log in after office hours, no? So things like that. No, and then even before that, no, meron din kami mga psychometricians, no, giving advice, may mga talks kami sa mental health, no. Tapos yung event namin ni Ma'am Joy this morning, naka-plug din internally to our employees. So, yun, I'd like to take this opportunity really to high five and triple thumbs up yung people group, yung HR namin, no, because they're very much on point, no, sa mga ginagawa nila. No, sabi ko nga during one of our discussions, hayaan mo makulitan yung mga empleyado sa atin. no? Sa sunod-sunod na meron tayo. 'Di ba? And tapos, yeah, there was even a time si GB Labrador, yung comedian na nakakatuwa. Yun, no? And then if you miss the live event, no? For a number of reasons, naglalaba ka, no? Diba? That's good for the mental health also, honestly, personally speaking.
Totoo.
Diba? Kasi like, diba? Anyway, pwede mong i-rerun. You can view the events at a later date, no? Things like that. So I'm hoping other companies have that as well. No, kanina financial wellness naman, Bitcoin. Meron kami additional learnings on Bitcoin, yung mga ganun ba? So
galing
malawak. Okay siya. Yeah.
Ang galing ng approach ninyo dito ah. Nakakabilib kasi yan eksakto hinahanap kasi yun na nga eh. Ang marami kasi ngayon they feel disconnected kahit na connected sila. Yun na nga yung problem. Yun na nga yung problema before pandemic eh. Internet kasi, the whole problem of the internet is connected ka but you're not. Actually, yung social media, you're connected but you're not.
Yes.
Pero mas pinalala ito ng pandemic, especially mga lockdowns and and whatnot sa mga lugar nila.
Tapos nga sir, sabi ng DOH.
Go ahead.
Yeah, DOH was saying na they had plans pero it was put to a halt because nag-pandemic. So, para sa akin, hindi ho ba mas urgent?
Correct.
Mas urgent.
Correct.
Dapat mas aggressive kayo kasi nagkaloko-loko na nga dahil sa pandemya. So, I don't buy that excuse eh. I don't know. I don't think it's a barrier. I think it's an excuse.
Yes, it is an excuse. Pero I think Tito Jing ang nangyari kasi nagkaroon ng interdepartmental transfer ng problema.
Budget.
Nilipat sa DNR. Nilipat sa DNR yung problema. Di ba? Nilipat sa DNR yung problema kaya yan. Yan yung kaya pinatayo yung Dolopite Beach.
For our mental health daw yun.
Actually, sir, sayang eh. Sayang kasi yung mental health law was enacted 3 years ago. Yeah. So, nagtataka ako, bakit ang implementation hanggang ngayon hindi pa nangyayari sa down to the barangay level.
Correct. That's true.
Doon parang nag-grasp ang tao. Saan kami pupunta? Wag na lang, itulog mo na lang yan. Kasi magiging okay ka na bukas. So, di ba? So, people need to be informed. People need to know their rights. People need to know where to go. And we should be there for them.
Yes.
Kung hindi man ang gobyerno, ang LGU, kami na lang, tayo na lang, sir. We do it. There's no such thing as small or big. As long as we are helping and we are being of service to others, then so that's the way we should do it.
Correct.
And most of the time, simple counseling can be a cure, di ba?
Yes.
Kwentuhan lang. Tama.
Kwentuhan lang.
Yun nga yung sinasabi nyo earlier pa eh. Na yun lang. Being interactive and being...
Yung mental health PH, hashtag nila usap tayo.
Yes. Oo nga, yun
diba?
nga pala yun.
Diba? Nung panahon natin, tambay tayo. Diba? Sa labas. Diba?
Tambay.
The same thing. Diba?
Yes. Tsaka Sir Wo, ang mental health, alam mo, maraming men who went through so much also. And they are... Yeah, it's another issue because they're afraid to speak out kasi parang it emasculates them or nahihiya sila sa mga kaibigan nila. So natatago sa loob. Ang nangyari, this is where addiction comes in. It's either sa babae, sa alak, or sa gambling, or sa drugs.
Drugs, yes.
Correct.
And then it becomes a wider spectrum. But this is what we're saying, kami ni Sir Wo. Yung sa programa namin, it's a safe space for everyone to vent or to talk. Everyone is welcome to say what they feel inside and share their emotions.
Ma'am Joy, how can I pick that up and then how can I bring that to Laguna? How can I learn the culture of empathy that you have, take it from where you are and then bring it here to Laguna? Kasi nasa La Union ka eh.
Yes, sir. Sir, wala naman sa lugar, I think, because mental health is a general issue. If I were you, sir, the best thing you can do is to partner with Sir Wo.
Yes.
And better KPH because it has worked in other provinces, so it's working in ours. So we just have to have a model province. And nangyari na po ito, sir.
Okay.
And everything
Okay.
else is a domino effect.
Yeah.
And maraming
Yes.
gustong tumulong, maraming volunteers. Sir Wo also told us that they will train barangay health workers and volunteers para we will have a hotline and people can pick up and they are trained. And we refer if they have bigger problems. So, ganun po, sir. Talagang dapat lahat tayo may partnership. Kasi private partnership na, sir. Kasi kung mag-iintay pa tayo sa
Yes.
gobyerno,
Yes,
baka
oo nga.
matatagal
Oo nga.
Correct.
Ito na nga.
Yeah.
Tama.
Tito Tribs, to answer your
Yes.
question, no, to substantiate yung sinabi ni Ma'am Joy, kung napansin nyo, no, lahat ng kwento namin, lahat ng stakeholders may ambag. Alright? Diba? Hindi sagot ni PLDT Smart lahat, hindi sagot ng provincial government lahat, no? Parang inuman yan eh. Diba? Parang inuman, ambag tayo
Siyempre.
lahat. Alam ka naman darating sa inuman, dala-dala mo playlist. Diba? Ambag tayo lahat, no? So Tito Tribs, if you can, brother, if you can organize something within Laguna, no? Whether the provincial government or the city municipal government or school, no?
Yep.
Yung willing mag-ambag, go kami ni Ma'am Joy.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
Basahin ko lang itong mga comments sa sa ating Facebook chat group, ay comment section pala. Si Tribdino, what sabi niya, the mental health crisis is worldwide. Yun lang, tama rin nga yung sinabi natin. No? Tapos sabi ni Michael Lance, bahalaga daw talaga ang pagboto ng tama para tugunan ang matinding suliranin ng mental health. Tapos may question si Michael Angelo Manalo. Are there any ways to crack down on mental health stigma to begin with? Yun daw ang tanong niya.
Yan, tanong natin kay Ma'am Joy, baka may idea.
Number
siya.
1, education.
Mm.
It starts
Okay.
in the school or it starts in the workplace. You
The
need
community.
to know
Okay.
the community. You need to know what the service users are going through for you to understand what battles they are fighting. And dapat
Okay.
walang judgment. Nako, sa totoo lang, Sir Jing at
nako,
saka Sir
yes.
Raymond,
Yes.
tigilan na yan, judgment na yan.
Oh, yun na nga eh.
Oo,
Yun na nga.
totoo.
Kaya,
Oh my God.
kaya napipigilan yung mga tao eh. Napipigilan
Oo.
sila. It's a barrier talaga for them to
Exactly.
come out. Yes.
It's such a big barrier. Hindi ba dapat ang purpose natin sa buhay is to serve others? Because when we
Yes.
serve others, we serve God. So, tagilan na yung judgment. We all rise by lifting others. We don't
Yep.
pull each other down. So,
Yes.
kung get rid of toxic people and go to the right support group, yun ang dapat gawin.
Tama.
Yeah.
Tama.
Walang sino man ang nabuhay para sa sarili lamang. Yun nga yan.
Yes.
Tama.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Talaga,
can you give us some inspiring uplifting message to the viewers kasi medyo naubusan na rin tayo ng oras about this current crisis that we're having right now?
Ma'am Joy, ladies first.
Ako ba una? Okay.
Sige.
Sir, okay, number 1, in my MPM class, it has taught me that leaders must cater to specific needs of the people. Mental health is one of them, is a top priority, is timely and relevant, and we should really put a lot of attention to it. And because how can people function properly and be productive if their mental health or mental well-being is not okay? Leaders should work in the best interest of the people for the greater good and not just for themselves or for their own glory. And hopefully DOH will come up with a grand plan so that mental health law will finally be felt in the barangay levels. It is exasperating to demand from our government, but we cannot lose hope because mental health is a fundamental right that deserves to be upheld. And we should all join forces with other advocates and paint a blue sky for our service users. We should educate ourselves and vote for the right leaders because mental health should be affordable, accessible, and sustainable to everyone. Thank you.
Galing.
Very well said.
Galing.
Joy, galing,
Thank you, Ma'am Joy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what?
Yes.
Any last words so for our viewers?
O ganito, with that, kung gano'n ang konteksto na sinabi ni partner Ma'am Joy, ang masasabi ko naman on a personal level, no? Lalo na doon sa mga nakakakilala sa akin, no? I'll probably be the last person you'll see talking about mental health. All right? Di ba? See, natawa kayong dalawa, di ba? You guys know me, di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? So, but no, di ba? But wait, there's more. I'm here talking about it, no? Tulad nga sinabi ni Ma'am Joy, mental health is a very particular issue that needs to be addressed, no? And I'm hoping on a personal level makatulong tayo dyan, no? Kasi nga, not only with this pandemic, but after surviving COVID, no, it made me think twice, thrice, 4 times, no, about, what I'm putting inside my brain, no? And then one of the things that I've learned, no, sabi nila, there's such a thing as psychological first aid.
Yes.
And again, first aid lang yun, di ba? Sabi ko nga, when I was trying to figure this thing out. So, yan, alam niya, mahilig ako mag-sounds, no? Akala ko gamot na yun, no? In between my headphones is my safe space. But it turns out, hindi pala. First aid lang yun. No? Marami pa tayong ibang pwedeng gawin, no? A series of activities, no? That will actually cure our blues, sabi nga nila. Di ba? To get us out of this hole. So, again guys, no? Yung mga barako dyan, yung mga siga, no? Yung mga katulad kung may patatu-tatu pa, di ba? I mean, hindi nakakahiyang pag-usapan ng mental health.
Yes.
Mga brad, mga sis. Alright? In fact, ito na lang. Mas matapang ka para if you are able to share kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. Alright?
True, yes.
Diba? Yun lang po. Maraming salamat. Thank you for having us. No?
Yes, on that note, wow, what a fantastic discussion about mental health. Grabe, ang ganda, galing. Thank you, Miss Joy Ortega, parent and mental health advocate. Ang tindi ng advocacy niya.
Oo.
Actually,
recorded tayo, kailangan
para sa
natin
akin, napakahirap, isa sa pinakamahirap yata ang advocacy yan. Yung tutulungan
mental
mong
health. Totoo yan. Totoo yan.
To think and live properly. Ang hirap na kasi maraming matitigas talaga ang ulo rin. Talagang minsan ayaw nang tanggapin na may nangyayari sa kanila. Especially sa mga naiisip lang nila. Minsan, nasa isip lang nila yung problema eh. Pero actually wala. Pero it's so hard to penetrate some of these people, and this kind of advocacy is very tough for people like Miss Joy. Okay, and of course, Wo Rosete, Assistant Vice President and Head of Government Relations and Corporate Communications ng Smart Communications, na barkada namin yan ever since nung nag-start kami dito sa tech journalism, kasama na namin si Wo. So smart. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
More power
Thank you,
to
sir.
advocacy. Yes.
Thank you.
We'll have you back soon para makapag-update tayo,
Sure.
especially pag medyo alam natin ano nangyari after this pandemic. Pag-usapan ulit natin to, and dapat yata parati natin pag-usapan ito para mas maraming marating yung awareness, it will reach more people. Yes. So pag in-invite namin kayo ulit, please be with us again.
Of course.
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank you guys. Ingat.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
week.
Ma'am Joy, good
Good
night.
night.
Thank
Thank you. Good night.
Tribs, ayan. Grabe, no? Yung usapan na yon. Totoo yan. May problema tayo. Tama rin yung nagtanong sa atin, tinatanong niya, is there a mental health crisis in the Philippines? And yun na nga.
Crisis,
Sinabi na nga nila.
yes.
Sinabi mo rin sa mga numbers na nakita mo, totoo na may crisis tayo. Especially napakakonti ang mga taong pwedeng tumulong for this. And so sobrang konti nga ng mga ng professionals, yung mga experts to handle these things. Ultimo, the corporate people and people like Joy Ortega are doing that role on helping people to fight any mental health problems.
Correct.
Grabe.
Pinag-aaralan talaga din, at saka yung mental health, tama yung sinabi mo, yung stigma kasi. Pag sinabi mong mental health, akala mo dapat nandun ka na sa Mandaluyong, di ba? Pero ang dami. Siguro when we were growing up, we were facing the same things, but there was no definition. Di ba? There was no context to it. Pero ngayon kasi, in this learned society, nakikita natin yung mga actions na nangyayari lalo na na-amplify kasi ng pandemic, 'di ba? Na-amplify ng pandemic yung issue. So kailangan talaga labanan.
Sabihin ko lang, batiin lang natin itong mga huling pumasok sa atin, no? Si MC Neri, blessed evening from Bataan.
MC.
A great message and good topic. Sabi nga rin ni Chi,
Thank you.
great topic. God bless all daw, sabi nila. Tapos si Mates, of course, nasa Apari. Nice topic, very timely. And Mel Dominguez, sabi niya, bravo, well said. Sabi ni Michael Nance, bawal judgmental. Of course, hindi nga sabi ni Miss Joy, wala dapat judgmental.
Tama.
Sabi ni, comment ni Chi, a lot of mothers are very affected by the isolation pressure of being a mom, teacher, cook,
Correct.
and maid, constantly cleaning non-stop, especially because all the kids are home nowadays. So, Tintin Feliciano, good
Correct,
evening.
correct.
Sa'yo, si 7 Hosting PH, ang ating pinakamabilis na speed pagdating sa internet. Gandang gabi po sa inyo.
Tuwing Sabado lang yan, Jing.
Tuwing
Sabado lang yan.
Wala naman siya sinabi. Pero kayo pa natin po sa pinakamabilis pa. Okay, good evening sa iyo.
The Ferrari.
Yes. Note ka rin sa amin ulit sa TechSabado. Okay. Neil Nawalda,
Okay.
good evening, Sir Jing. And wala po si Atty. Calimag, kasama po natin si Raymund Tribdino ng Malaya Business Insight. Watching daw po siya sa live sa Cebu City. Okay, thank you very much. Bago tayo mag-say goodbye. Tribs, your word for the week.
Oh, my word. Actually, my Tuesday for the week. Di ba? Not my word for the week.
Okay, Tuesday for the week.
My Tuesday for the week. The Tuesday for the week now is Tuesday. T-I-W-S Day, which is the Old English. Kasi 'di ba kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung the God Tew, 'di ba? Na merong inscription na nakita sa Reykjavik. Saan ba 'yon? Sa Finland ba 'yon? Na meron picture siya tapos tinawag siya na siya yung hindi pala, sorry kanina Jing, sinabi ko small war, hindi pala. Siya yung God of single combat. Oh, 'di ba? Single combat. Isang upakan lang. Oh, di ba? Isang upakan lang. So, tama-tama. Siguro yung mental health kasi hindi yan isang upakan yan eh. Ang mental health it will persist and it will go on, 'di ba? So, dapat continuous ang usapan at ang awareness diyan. Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Ma'am Joy, she said it with such conviction. Na kailangan natin ma-implement yung National Mental Health Act ng 2018.
Yes,
pa natin
tama.
Ginagawang excuse, di ba? Ang dami, that goes down to the barangay level. I think it will be a more peaceful, more sane society if we have that law implemented. It fair, well written, punong-puno ng pag-iisip at pagsasaliksik ng paggawa ng batas na yan. So, yan ang aking hope.
Yes.
Tito Jing. Yan ang
I think
hope.
I think the next administration will be the one who will be burdened by that kind of
Correct.
of law pagdating ng panahon. And yes. Okay, good evening Desiree Garcia and Kyle. Good evening sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa pagnood and pagpakinig ng aming programa ngayong gabi. Ayaw kong gamitin yung box ko ngayon kasi napakaseryoso ng usapan natin.
Nung usapan, papalakpak naman tayo.
So, ayan, palakpakan natin si Joy Ortega and Wo Rosete for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Napakaseryoso kasi hindi ko na nagamit yung yung ating box. Anyway, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat and yes, Raymund, paalam na for tonight.
Okay. Sige. Maraming salamat nga pala Jing para dito sa aking Mackie mic to our sponsors and my headphones. So lalong 'di ba? So tapos isa na lang Tito Jing kasi alam ko we're extending. Habang nag-uusap tayo, binabasa ko tong libro na to tapos tamang-tama yung storya dun sa lumang libro nakasulat kahit na hindi nakapagsine. And this is an old book called Salaysay, published in 1951. Noong 1951, meron na rin palang mental health issues. Kasi nakakalungkot yung kwento, hindi siya nakapanood ng sine. Tapos umiyak siya buong gabi, buong umaga dahil hindi niya napanood yung palabas na Tarzan Escapes.
Diba? May kanta yan Sad movies make me cry. Okay. Paalam na. Sige.
Maraming salamat. Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat. Raymund Tribdino po ng Malaya Business Insight. Today is Tuesday at TechSabado.
Today is Tuesday. You know what that
Yes, Jing Garcia po ng Today is Tuesday. Of course, also the TechSabado. Nagpapaalam na po. meron pong ano, no, paraan po para, hanapin ko lang yung ano, script ko. Meron pong paraan para suportahan kami dito na sa aming mga social media pages, of course, sa YouTube channel. Okay, huwag niyo kalimutan sa darating na Sabado, 8 p.m. din po, TechSabado. Like at follow niyo po ang aming mga social media pages, facebook.com/TechSabado at saka facebook.com/Newsbytes.ph. Nasa Twitter din po kami at TechSabado at Newsbytes.ph. Yes, tang-angkla po kami sa TechSabado, kaya huwag kayong mag-alala. Today is Tuesday po nasa YouTube channel din kung nagustuhan niyo po ang aming programa. Subscribe lang po kayo at i-share niyo ating programa para po maraming makapanood. Especially, dahil napakaganda po ng topic natin ngayon, share nyo lang po sa inyong mga kaibigan and I'm sure maraming matutulungan dahil sa mga advokasya ng mga taong katulad nila Wo Rosete and Joy Ortega. Of course, ang aming website, techsabado.com saka newsbytes.ph. Okay, tapos maraming salamat sa ating mga kaibigan sa PLDT Smart Group Corporate Communications, especially sa team nila Cathy Yang, Althea, Eli, Monette, Kate, Skip, and Jane, and of course, si Wo Rosete. Thank you, MSI Philippines, para sa mga gaming laptops, BST ECS para po sa pagsuporta ng techsabado.com website. Of course, ang gamit namin mga audio equipment ni Tito Tribs, Maki, ang brand. Ito po ay isang pro audio products na mabibili po sa The Music Source, ph.com, locally distributed by Forerunner Technologies. XSplit, thank you rin for the support on our weekly streaming. And of course, please wear a mask, stay home, stay safe, and take that vaccine. October 1 po, in-announce na po, pwede na po magpa-vaccine ng general public. Pati po mga minors between 12 and 17, starting October 1. In-announce na po ito ng palasyo. Pwede na po lahat, wala na po mga pila-pila or kung sino man ang may comorbidity or may mga ranking, wala na po. Available na po dapat ang vaccine sa general public. So take it kung available na po sa inyong lugar. Maraming salamat po. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Have a great week. TechSabado po sa Sabado. Tribs.
Yes, sir. Andito
Okay,
pa, of course.
Yes, good.
Magandang
good
gabi
night,
po sa
everyone.
lahat.
Yes.
Take the jab. Take the jab starting October 1.
Today is Tuesday, you know what that means.